I'm going to look at the wallpaper now for the hallway. I've decided where I want to put the wallpaper. One will be on the wall with the door into the kitchen, and the other one will be hall side of the staircase. The wallpaper has arrived like this. It's a lovely nouveau pattern. It's absolutely spot on as far as putting on the walls to go with the painted walls, so I'm very pleased with that. What I've got to do is I've got to match the pattern. So let me just show you what I've done to start with. I've cut one side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the other side, and then I'm going to see how I can make this match with as little wastage as possible. So let me just do this side now, and always cut to that way, and then if the blade slips, it's not slipping into the wallpaper itself. So I'm just getting it on that edge at the top, edge at the bottom, and I'm going to take the blade right the way down. And it's as well to have a fresh blade, so it does that. Now, this wallpaper now needs to match up with this, and I think, no, I haven't got it that way. I was going to look at matching it here. Now, the wastage is about a ½ inch, but if I get that matched up exactly with that line on there, and I get it matched up exactly here, what I'd like to do is on the back of it, I'd like to put some masking tape. So let me just see, I've got the masking tape somewhere. I've moved it again, typical. Let me just have a look. No, it's not over there. There it is. I've got a pile of junk to one side at the moment on this desk, which isn't really a good idea. Now, what I will do is I'll mask it on the front, but on the white. So it only needs a little bit, like so. Okay, so that's the bottom, and that is matched up. And then if I take the line up, I can see exactly where that needs to go, and I'm just going to tape it at the top. Now then, next, I'm going to find, if you see, I've got, let's see how many centimetres over that is. Oh, it's not too bad. Let me just have a look at that. Okay, what I want to do is I want to cut this now so that when I lift it, I've got it exactly where I want it to be. So rather than cut it on that line there, I'm going to go through both pieces of wallpaper. And I'm hoping this is going to work. And I'm doing it at the points of the diamonds. Don't know whether you can see what I'm doing there. But what I'm doing is I'm going to cut a line down here. Just be very, very careful and very firm. So the idea is now that if I now take away that and I take away this, then the theory is that when I match that up, yes, it does. It matches up exactly as it needs to be. So you won't see a seam. You put it on the walls, you will not see a seam at all. And because I went through both pieces of paper, then the match is good. The match is really very good. It's a job to do quietly, and I'm fortunate at the moment, famous last words, that Ozzy is not barking to go out. It's not a very bright day. In fact, let me put some lighting on. Oh, I think that might be better for you all. Sorry, I've been working half in the dark. Right, so there we go. That's where it's going to be. What I am going to do for now is I'm going to tape it at the top, and I will tape it at the bottom. So moving on from that, And this was about 2 days ago now on this little bit of film footage. I had a trip with a dear friend, Debbie, into Chester, and we do like to have a rummage in a charity shop. And blow me down, having purchased a really rather nice jumper, I have to say, at rock bottom price, I then spotted a box. And in that box, I found this. So I've got here, it's a German make, it's a shelf, it's a hanging shelf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this up because I think I know where I might like to put it, but I'm going to give that a go. And in addition to that, I've only seen this done once. Let me move that to one side. On another YouTube channel, I can't remember who it was, but I've got a pleater, and this is for pleating curtain fabric. I'm just going to get this out and have a look at this and see what it's like. I've got 2 little, what look like scrapers, but they're not. Let me just take out the whole thing. So this is it. And that's it. And I understand that I saw somebody doing this, and I think what I would do is take a piece of fabric. I might give this a try actually, and cover it in a watered down PVA glue, which sort of acts like, almost like a starch, although I think I've got some liquid starch. And you put the fabric down and you just put it into these crease areas. And the person that I saw do it actually put in some cocktail sticks to hold it all down into place. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to have a go with this. But what I thought I would do, first of all, is I'd build this authentic reproduction shelf, hanging shelf. So, sorry, it's all very exciting. Let me put that to one side. Oh yes, there's a set of instructions for that as well. By jingos, these look quite comprehensive. Wow, these do look nice. Oh yes, there's a whole way of doing it. You can even make a canopy top for a bed. Wow. And there we go. That's them putting these, holding a bar down and then put it. Oh, I'll tell you what. Yes, not now, Leslie. Come on, let's do things in order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this miniature shelf. Well, this is dated. It was checked on the 25th of February 2020. How wonderful. Right, okay. So have I got one in English? Oh, wow. So I don't need the one in German. Okay, so there we go. There's the layout instructions. Hopefully you can see that. And I think what I've got to do is I'm going to make sure. Oh, this is lovely wood as well. Okay, so I've got one of those. I have to have 2 of those. And then I have, golly, I've got that. And I've got that. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, and look at the top. Oh, that is absolutely delightful. So I've got all the parts. we go. I think that's going to work. Oh, isn't this lovely? Oh, I'm so pleased with this. Let's just see now. Sorry, I have left it a few minutes. I just wanted to now take away the clamps. Oh, that is so nice. Oh, I'm really, really happy with that. And I love that little edge on it. That's really lovely. So now, this is a bit posh, isn't it? This one's going to go on top. Yeah, I think I like that. It's a little grand, isn't it? But no, blow it. I think that'll be absolutely lovely, rather. Okay, so glue time again, and I'll run that round the top edge. I tell you what, I'm really impressed with this. I think I should be going back to Chester sooner rather than later to see if they have more of this in the shop. And I'll buy a few bits and bobs. I've been thinking about having a bit of a shop. Sorry, let's rephrase that. Organising having some sort of shop in which I can sell some of the items. The beds that I did a little while ago, I'm very keen, one, to decide which ones I want to keep for Crossley House, and probably Bycroft as well. Bycroft House, I'm going to, oh, careful. I'm going to have, I've never had a bedroom on the very top floor in the attic, but I think I might sort of try and do something a little self-contained up there. But I need to decide exactly on which beds I want. And then the other beds, of course, if I get them all beautifully done with, you know, cream and white cotton linen, and then I could sell those as a complete item. You know, sometimes you see the advertisements and people are selling the bed linen, but they're showing it on a bed, and you think, oh, that bed's beautiful and blah blah blah, and then you realise, oh, it's only the bed linen that's for sale. So I think what I wouldn't mind doing is creating and finishing those off, and maybe have a shop. And you know, this could be the sort of thing that might go in the shop, and I'd try experimenting a little bit. I think I don't experiment enough. Let me just grab, actually I'm going to use a paintbrush for this, just to take the flecks of glue out there. Can always, do you know, that's a lovely little piece. I'm really pleased with it. How much did I pay for it? $5.49. Oh, well, I think I did rather well there, and I'm pleased with the way it's gone together. And the wood is exceptional. The wood is exceptional. So very impressed with this German make. Very impressed indeed. So I'm going to put this whole thing to one side, and it can go off properly. And that's that done. So since I last sorted out the wallpaper and showed you how to cut in order for the wallpaper to work, oops, sorry, I'm jogging the, hold on a moment, I'm just jogging the camera around. There we go. Since the last time we were doing the wallpaper and I said I was waiting for you to arrive, it has arrived. So now what I want to do is I need to make a template. So my concern obviously is round by the door. So what I need to do is I need to measure that distance. So I would have said that was 47 down from the top. Let me just make a note. From top to bottom, oh, sorry, from above there to there is, if that's the door, that's 47 millimeters on the top. And then if I just look at the measurements over here, probably about 16 mil at that end. And the overall height, let's have a look. is about 244 as the overall height. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the template and see how it turns out. I call the length from there to there 240. Okay, I need to just put the maths down and I'll see what I can come up with. Take this now over, put that in the house. Oh, let's just sit you up a little better. Yep, you're going to hold there. Well done. Everybody breathe in. And let's hope that this is going to work. So there's one piece of the wallpaper. There's the other piece. And I just push that along, maybe that will go down the side. Oh, bingo. So that's lovely, that fits. But of course it's short on this length, and actually it's short on the bottom as well. So what I'll do is I need to just measure up that distance there and add a little extra on there, and also, so that needs to be, I would have said 27 mil. I'm going to go over the top and we'll make it 27 mil. So let me bring that back onto the desk. There's the desk. Let's get you pop down there. So they're saying that this needs to be the same length. So hold on a minute, where's that? So that's just below. Okay, well, I know this is a bit sort of a little haphazard. But what I'll do is I'm just going to take that off there. This is not exact. So, I mean, you might want to do a whole set of extremely good measurements. Now I've forgotten how much. I think it was 27. So that's going to be additional of that much. So I need to use the paper going this way. And I think what I might have to do is just measure the whole house front to back. So if I do that to about there. Right, let me just tape it on, like so, and then I can have this little bit on this template. I mean, a lot of people will take all different sizes of paper, put it in, make sure they get it right, and that's fine. You know, this template making is entirely up to you. You know, you don't have to follow what I've done at all. I mean, I wouldn't like you to sue me because I got it completely wrong, but there we go. Right, let's have a look. Oh, well, you followed my instructions and it didn't work. Oh no, I can see it now. Oh no, oh no. So I'm going to just take that off. I'm going to take a bit more actually, because if I have a bit more, then I can once it's dried in, oh gosh, once it's dried in situ, well that's a wiggly line if ever I saw it. Once it's dried in situ, then of course, you know, you can cut the end off or whatever you do when you're doing the wallpapering. So the theory is, and I say theory because heaven knows it's a bit Heath Robinson. Let me take this now back to the house. I'm going to have to put some additional lighting on in here because otherwise nobody's going to be able to see what I'm up to. Right, if I pop that again back in there, right up into that corner, well, that just fits beautifully because that goes down that side. And that is exactly how I need it. So I'm really pleased with that. Hi, I've put the wallpaper up in the hall and I've run into a little bit of a problem in as much as I'm going to have to rehang fresh wallpaper. This wallpaper is absolutely fabulous. I've been in contact with the lady who supplied it to me and I will put her details in the description box below. The wallpaper was printed on an inkjet and she advised me that when she hung wallpaper that's inkjet printed, she puts it up with a glue stick. And of course I didn't. I got my big pot of wallpaper paste out and went for it. Anyway, what's happened is that unfortunately the print has run. And so I've ended up with really quite blotchy wallpaper. So what I'm going to do is I can't decide whether to actually put the wallpaper on top of this or actually remove this, which is a shame, but you know, you have to do these things sometimes. So I'm going to get on and I'm going to redo the wallpaper and I will see what the fresh lot looks like, because the fresh lot is on a laser jet rather than an inkjet. It's slightly darker in colour, but actually I don't mind that so much. You see a lot more of the pattern. But if I don't know whether it's going to show up on camera, but if you look, it has actually faded. It's faded here. It's not showing up very well. It might show better if I just turn around on this side. Right, well this I think is a better result. There is no bleed on the paper whatsoever. So I'm very happy that that's gone up exactly as I'd like it to. And the join is good. And you can see here that this is the doorway. And once that has dried out, I can then cut out that aperture. The only thing that remains to do is this wall. And I think you can actually now see there. That's where the bleed took place. It's taken the pattern. So I'm going to go over that now and I'm going to do it with this fresh wallpaper, which is laser jet printed rather than inkjet printed. Well, that's it for this week. I wallpapered, I've re-wallpapered. Yes, it's been a bit of a learning curve, and both I and the lady who supplied me the wallpaper decided that we should actually I should carry on with this. I was going to actually drop this episode, but she wanted me very much to carry on with this episode. So if you are ordering paper from a supplier who is printing their own, and it's not from Streets Ahead or Doll's House Emporium, do check first before ordering that they are going to print on LaserJet and not an inkjet printer. I'm very happy with this wallpaper now. It's exactly what I wanted. I've misjudged the wallpaper initially, and my supplier Paula has been absolutely fantastic. We talked about it and there was no problem. She replaced all the wallpaper for me with no extra charge. If you do get an inkjet paper from a supplier, please don't forget to put it up with a glue stick. And I suppose it's the oil base in the glue stick that's going to help the paper stick without it bleeding through the paper and making all the pattern run. But what a to do. Anyway, I'm highly delighted that I've now wallpapered my hallway, and I will see you next time. And I hope you can subscribe maybe, or give me a thumbs up, or maybe a comment. I'm always delighted to hear from anybody who wants to say anything about what I'm doing, ways I might be able to improve what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to leave you now, and next time I will show you the finished room, hopefully, and I think we'll be on skirting boards and actually finally fixing down the flooring in the hallway, which is that beautiful parquet wood flooring that I created a few episodes ago. So anyway, it all remains for me to say toodaloo, bye for now, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.